If you are someone who is facing trouble in making eggless vanilla cake, then this video is for you. Hi, I am Simran, a home baker. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to make eggless vanilla cake. So these are our ingredients that we are going to use in our recipe. The first thing we are going to do, preheat the oven 165 degrees, and then we are going to preheat our two 6-inch pans. We are going to start the recipe. So our first ingredient is here 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, half teaspoon salt, 1 cup of buttermilk, half cup of oil, or you can use any oil but not too strong in flavor. And our last ingredient is vanilla essence. Only 1 teaspoon is enough. First I am going to use a big bowl here. I'm going to sift all the ingredients. First I am going to add all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to add baking powder. Whisk both the ingredients. Now I'm going to add salt. It enhances the overall flavor of the cake. Salt helps to balance the sweetness of the cake, preventing it from being overly sweet. It's time to add granulated sugar. So now whisk until everything is nicely combined. So we are done with our dry ingredients. Now we are going to add wet ingredients. First I am going to add buttermilk. Then I am going to add oil. You can use any type of oil. I am going to use canola oil here. Then add last ingredient, vanilla essence. Now combine it until your mixture becomes smooth. Just mix until you don't see any dry flour. That's the secret to a soft cake. But don't overly mix the batter. See, our batter is ready. Pour the batter into a greased and lined cake tin. My batter looks little uneven, so I'm smoothing out a little bit from the top. Give it a few taps to remove air bubbles. Now put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. So now our cakes are ready. Now we need to let them cool down at least for 2 hours. Then we are going to decorate it. So now our cakes are completely cooled down. Now next step is cutting. Remove the parchment paper. And cut your cake in 2 layers. We are getting 4 layers of cake. So now we have 4 layers of cake. It's time to decorate it. So let's get started. Now we're gonna make whipped cream. For this I'm using stand mixer, and we need chilled whipped cream. So we are going to put it in And for this we need whisk attachment. We will attach it. Now we are going to start it. First start on a low speed. You see some bubbles in it, then make it on a medium speed for 2 minutes at least.
Now whip it until you get stiff peaks, but be careful not to over whip. You want it light, fluffy and perfect for spreading.
So once it's done, you can see our whipped cream has a stiff peak. You can check like that. And the other way is you can check. You can do this and your whipped cream doesn't fall. So yeah, it's ready now. So now we are doing decoration on our cake. So these are the main things that we are going to do. The first is layering and the second one is crumb coating. So I am taking a cake board. You can take, and for it we are taking a wet cloth as well, so our cake did not going to slip. So first step is apply little bit of whipped cream on your cake board like that. Then take your first layer of cake, put it in the center of your cake board.
I'm using whole milk here to moisture my cake layers. Spread it all over the cake layer. Try to cover it properly with the milk. Now spread a thin layer of cream all over the cake using an offset spatula or a knife. Try to spread it properly, left and right, then around the cake. Apply a generous amount of whipped cream on the top and sides. Smooth it out as much as you can for a clean finish. Now take second layer and repeat the process again. So this is how I stack my cake layers. Everything is done. So this is layering and crumb coating. Once covered, pop the cake into the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes to set the crumb coat. Cleaning the edges.
So now our cake is properly filled. Now it's ready to decorate. So first thing we are going to do, smooth out the cake properly. So we are going to put some whip on top of the cake and spread it with your spatula like this, left and right, and turn around slowly.
Spread the frosting in an even layer across the top. Let any extra frosting hang over the edge and then spread it down the sides. Spread a thin layer all over the cake to secure my crumbs. This is called crumb coating. You can see now I'm using a scraper to smooth it out perfectly. Cake scrapers have a firm blade so you can give your frosting a soft and seamlessly smooth edge. Covering with extra frosting. After filling the gaps, I'm using scraper again to smoothing out my cake edges. And smoothing out the cake is not so difficult. You just need to do practice daily. That's the key to success. Now I'm going to smooth out the edges of my cake. It might take a few passes to get the edges perfectly sharp. Clean your scraper smoother regularly to prevent buildup of frosting. Now for the fun part, decorating. Fill a piping bag with the remaining whipped cream. You can use any piping tape you like. Here I'm using a star tip to pipe the border of my cake. Here I'm using a medium size piping bag. I'm filling it with my whipped cream. Squeeze it little. I'm going to pipe a simple border around my cake, like you can see. This piping design is best for the beginners because it's really easy to make. Now I'm going to use same style but just as a frills around my cake. So yeah, it's done. Looks pretty, I think.
So this is the complete look of our cake, our eggless vanilla cake. You can see. But this is the elegant look if you like that. If you want something colorful, you can add sprinkles like we have this here. Let me show you. You can put a little bit of sprinkles on the top or on the edges of the cake. Now it is colorful. So this is our complete recipe of eggless vanilla cake. If you like our video, let us know in the comment section.
Look how pretty this cake looks. This is the most softest and moist cake recipe. Just try it and let me know if you like the recipe.